Hey everybody, it's your girl Sawan Stewart, aka Yogi Healing Empress, and I'm fixing to go in on some unsolved cases. And I told y'all, I am a very, 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 very powerful seer, truth teller. What they call it, whistleblowing. No, it's that it is what it is. Um, and by the way, a lot of these cases have rewards, and just so the government knows, and the government ones that are the ones that actually place these rewards, because I looked it up myself. One of them is 15 million, one of them is 5 million, and one of them is 1 million. And I even added a couple on there for 70,000, so that way you guys can pay me the lowest amount first, which I will be expecting today on my account, which I know you guys already know because y'all look through all my stuff anyway, so y'all can just cash at me that. All right, I won't say that. 70,000 actually is the lowest one because it's for like 3 people. So anyway, so I'm gonna start off with the first one. All right, so they put out a $15 million award for what they call Ryan Wedding. Okay, Ryan Wedding is actually a high ranking Canadian officer or commander, former soldier, also expert marksman, aka hitman. So anyhow, also turned CIA informative. CIA, FBI, all them ones. They like to get in everybody's information, no matter what country and state they're from. Also, I had to write some of this down so I didn't forget. So also, he is a patsy for the Canadian government, which most people don't realize that most of the governments, all the governments actually, have a certain group of people that work with each other. They get together and they decide the fate of the different countries, which I call it the Legion of Doom meeting, which is the once a year out in the openly told, meeting that all the world leaders have, that meeting. So anyway, apparently he's the patsy, but see, what people don't realize is they're not going to get rid of a high-ranking commander who traffics narcotics back and forth for them and, gets rid of people and does all that stuff like that. So anyway, but for his betrayal to the American government, that's what they used him for as a patsy. However, he is hidden by the U.S. government in where? Trump Tower. Okay, I shall move on. There's another one, Joseph Kony. Okay, he's also part of the Epstein files. But see, no one actually opened up that part of the Epstein files because if they open up that part and they put Joseph Kony in there, then they would have to dig a little bit deeper into the U.S. secret files. That has nothing to do with sex and all that. It has everything to do with what the U.S. is involved in. But I'm going to tell you anyway. So anyway, Joseph Kony, part of the Epstein files, child and human trafficking, and I mean as an adult, child and adult trafficking, ties with the Italian mafia in Barcelona, Spain, also Rome. Also laundered money for the British Empire. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. He is also where? Trump Towers. Oh, and that's a $5 million bounty on that. Oh, he also helped conspire. He helped conspire trade secrets between Trump and Putin for discretion. Also, and I also put that located in Trump Towers. But anyway, so here's another one, $1 million bounty, and that is for. This one's going to be fun. This one was for Bhadaraj Kumar Patel, who happens to be the cousin to FBI Director Patel. And the Patels are also known as AKA, drumroll please, the Halal Group, which everybody knows, which is actually a dummy corporation set up by the Patels so that way they can run their distribution worldwide without actually using their family name, separating their family name from the other stuff that they actually have in their name. And, they have other stuff in their name, but they want to keep the other stuff in their dummy corporation group. But anyway, so anyhow, to conceal real, basically, I already told you that. So, but anyway, Bhadaraj, I'm going to call him Bhadaraj, whatever, call him Resh Patel, he's actually considered the least of the Patels. and used as the face of the family crime syndicate so that he may be offered up as a sacrificial lamb. Like they have to, get one person to look like they're the ones doing all this stuff and then they can throw it away. So then that way nobody else will know that it's actually somebody else over them doing everything. But anyway, so he was the sacrificial lamb. And our very own director of the FBI is in fact on the board of his family crime syndicate company and business. I bet you he failed to tell you that one on the FBI application. So anyway, however, the location is also, you guessed it, Trump Towers. And the reason for the ridiculous amount of rewards on all three of this is because they knew that the people who are involved are not going to say nothing. And the people who aren't going to be involved, they done already tried to kill off or threaten. And even if they are psychic, most people who are psychics and seers don't have this much detail as me. I don't know none of these people. I've never seen any of these people. I've never met any of these people. But I can tell you where they're at. Oh, but this is even good. Just to give you a little extra saucy premonition, I'm going to give you a another $5 million reward. Oh, I'm sorry. And they help, I forgot to tell you this part. And they help conspire, wait a minute. I'm done. Wait, hold on a second, y'all. I got a lot written down here. Oh, yeah. So, Reshi, yeah. Now, we're going to flip the page. I'm going to give you another, this is a $1 million bounty set by the FBI again. And it's for Robert A. Levison. Just so you know, they said he was missing in Iran about 2007. Just so you know, he's not missing. He's dead. And he didn't die in Iran. He died in the U.S., in Michigan, by the lake, by a cottage, killed by his own people, friendly fire, due to the fact that he found out all the nonsense that was going on, people being used in military, things of that nature, and he was going to whistleblow and tell. So they killed him. He's not missing to his family, just so you know. He's not a criminal of war. He's not a war criminal. They use that stuff to try to pit people against each other so that way they can take the focus off of what's really going on. He's dead, buried by a lake. Anyway, and so that's what happened to him. And then also they have the same goes for SPC. I wonder how, like, what's SPC in the military? I think it's special officer or sergeant or whatever. But anyway, his name was Enrique Roman Martinez, and also same goes for Misha Johnson, Sergeant Jeff A. Conrad. They were also all killed by friendly fire, and because they found out information that they wasn't supposed to find out. Oh, and by the way, you will also find, but here's the tidbit that's really gonna put y'all out there. You'll also find that their identities were also stolen, and their names were used well past the time that they were missing. And guess how they were used? They were used as to be false identities for the actual war criminals that they put inside different hotels like Trump Towers and Caesar's Palace. That's your news for today. I am the ultimate seer, Swan Storm, aka Hail the Healing Empress. Eat, pray, love, and profound. By the way, I want my money. Like today, like now.